Today we are going to learn about crystal field theory of coordination compounds. Last class I discussed the splitting process of octahedral complexes. So today I am going to discuss the splitting process of tetrahedral complexes and square planar complexes. In generally, so many coordination compounds are observed that coordination compounds containing four ligands, the type of compounds or complexes are known as tetrahedral complexes. Now, on the basis of ligands, these complexes are subdivided into two categories. On the basis of ligands, the given compound contains four ligands. So, some of the compounds are exhibits tetrahedral geometry and some of the complexes are exhibits square planar geometry. Now, first I am going to discuss the splitting process of tetrahedral complexes. The splitting process of tetrahedral complexes. Tetrahedral complexes. Okay, tetrahedral complexes means that complexes containing only four ligands, that complexes are known as tetrahedral complexes. Now, first one, this complexes splitting process is observed. So, any complexes containing central metal atom, that atom containing means this is central atom is belongs to d black elements. So any d black element containing degenerate orbitals, so the degenerate orbitals are 5. 1 2 3 4 5. First one dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. These are the 5 degenerate orbitals. These degenerate orbitals react with such amount of light radiation or energy. Such amount of energy is submitted in this type of complexes. So these degenerate orbitals are splitted into different ways. That ways are, first one, some of the degenerate orbitals are attained ground state and some of the degenerate orbitals are attained excited state. The ground state orbitals in this splitting process, easy orbitals, dx square minus y square and dz square. These orbitals are known as easy orbitals. Easy orbitals. And some of the orbitals are splitted to excited level. That orbitals are dxy, dyz, dzx. These are the three orbitals. These three orbitals are splitted at excited level and these two orbitals are splitted only for ground level. So these three orbitals are crossed energy barrier. It is indicated as delta T, means delta is indicated as energy barrier. So in this complex is tetrahedral complex, then that point is based on this is known as this level, this barrier is expressed delta T. Okay, students. So in this energy, the ground state level to energy barrier, this energy, this gap, energy level is expressed minus 0.6 into delta naught. Minus 0.6 into delta naught. And next one, this energy level is plus 0.4 delta naught, plus 0.4 delta naught. Okay, students, so these are 5 degenerate orbitals. These are including in tetrahedral complexes. This complex react with such amount of light radiation. This complex means the degenerate orbitals absorb such amount of light radiation or energy. It is shifted in different levels. Some of the degenerate orbitals are attained ground level and some of the degenerate orbitals are attained excited level. Okay, some of the degenerate orbitals are attained ground level and some of the degenerate orbitals are attained excited level. So the ground level degenerate orbitals energy barrier or energy levels are minus each electron containing minus 0.6 delta naught. After the energy barrier, some of the degenerate orbitals are attained excited level. That orbitals energy level is 0.4 delta naught. Okay. So this is a splitting process of tetrahedral complexes. Now the students, so this energy barrier is delta naught, delta T. Delta T means energy barrier for tetrahedral complexes. Tetrahedral complex. Last class I discussed the splitting process of octahedral complex. That energy barrier is expressed as delta naught. Delta naught is indicated as energy barrier for octahedral complex. Now I am going to discuss what is the relation between tetrahedral complex and octahedral complex. Now, in so many competitive examinations, so that questions are observed related to in these concepts. Some of the questions are constructed. What is the relation between tetrahedral complex and octahedral complex? Okay. So the relation between tetrahedral complex and octahedral complex is delta T is equal to 4 by 9 delta naught. Delta T is equal to 4 by 9 delta naught. Delta T is expressed the energy barrier in tetrahedral complexes. Delta naught is indicates the energy barrier in octahedral complexes. Now, the energy barrier for octahedral complexes value is known, and immediately to calculate the energy barrier for tetrahedral complexes. Okay, this is a logical approach for the relation between tetrahedral complexes and octahedral complexes. Okay, so this is the explanation for the splitting process of tetrahedral complexes. Now, I am going to discuss the splitting process of square planar complexes. Now, I am going to discuss the splitting process of square planar complexes. Square planar complexes. What is the difference? What is the difference, students? What is the difference between tetrahedral complexes and square planar complexes? These two complexes containing total number of ligands are equal to 4. Total number of ligands are equal to 4. But on the basis of ligands, such ligands are involved in a given complex. Total number of ligands are equal to 4. On the basis of ligand, such ligands are exhibits tetrahedral shape. Such ligands are exhibits, means the type of complex are exhibits square planar shape. Only the division for tetrahedral complex and octahedral complex is based on only for shape. Okay, some of the ligands are involved in these complexes that are exhibits tetrahedral shape. Some of the ligands are exhibits square planar shape. Already, what these are difference is explained in previous classes. Okay, now today I discuss the splitting process of square planar complexes. In generally, the square planar complexes means the given complex containing 4 ligands, as usually. So, this complex central atom is D block elements. D block elements containing some 5 degenerate orbitals. That 5 degenerate orbitals are, these are the 5 degenerate orbitals: dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz square. These are the 5 degenerate orbitals. Okay. These 5 degenerate orbitals react with, means this complex react with such amount of energy or such amount of light radiation. These degenerate orbitals are splitting in different ways. Okay. So in generally, these T2Z orbitals like dxy, T2Z, what is the meaning of which orbitals are T2Z orbitals, which orbitals are known as EZ orbitals? So the T2Z orbitals are dxy, dyz, dzx. These 3 orbitals are known as T2Z orbitals. And next one, EZ orbitals. dx square minus y square and dz square. These are known as EZ orbitals. Dx square minus y square and dz square, that are known as easy orbitals. Now T2z orbitals, the splitting process is similar to octahedral complex, but a slight variation is there. So these T2z orbitals are attained ground state. The T2z orbitals are dxy, dyz, dzx. Only dyz, dzx orbitals are attained ground state, and one of the orbital like a dxy, one of the orbitals is dxy is shifted to excited level, that level is this is dxy. The dxy orbital is shifted from ground state to excited state, and remaining two orbitals are attained ground state. And next one, the octahedral splitting process is observed. Easy orbitals are shifted excited state. In generally, the splitting process of octahedral complexes is observed. The easy orbitals are shifted from ground level to excited level. The easy orbitals are dx square minus y square and dz square. Dx square minus y square and dz square. So the dx square minus y square is the same position. The dz square orbitals are attained inside of the ground level. Means this is attained, dz square is attained only ground level. Okay, so the square planar complexes splitting process is similar to octahedral complexes, but two ligands position is changed than compared to the splitting process of octahedral complexes. The two properties are that two changes are observed. First one, actually for the splitting process of octahedral complex is observed, the T2z orbitals, that splitting process is observed, the T2z orbitals are attained ground level. So the T2z orbital only in this complex like square planar complex splitting process is observed. Only in T2z orbitals, the dxy orbitals is shifted from ground to excited level. Only one difference. This is the one of the major difference then compared to the splitting process of octahedral complex. Only the T2z orbital like dxy orbital, one of the orbital is shifted from ground level to excited level. That is the one of the difference. And the second difference is the excited level easy orbitals. One of the easy orbital is shifted from excited level to ground level. Means the dz square easy orbital do not shifted from ground level to excited level. Only this orbital is attained ground level. But this energy is higher than compared to dyz and dzx orbitals. Okay, this is the splitting process of square planar complexes. Okay, now this energy barrier is known as the energy barrier for square planar complexes. The energy barrier for square planar complexes. Now the students, this is also one of the tetrahedral complex, but the shape is square planar shape. The shape is a square planar shape. Okay, this is an explanation for the splitting process of square planar complexes. And next I am going to discuss color of the coordination compounds. Means the total crystal field theory is explains the color of the coordination compounds. Means the degenerate orbitals are collide with one another. Some of the degenerate orbitals are converted to excited level, some of the orbitals are shifted to ground level. Means in this process is observed totally DD transitions are occur. So okay, now this time I am going to discuss color property of the coordination compound. This is the main postulates in this theory, like crystal field theory. So now I am going to discuss about color property of the coordination compounds. Color property of the coordination compounds. Color property of the coordination compound. Students clearly observed previous classes I discussed the splitting process of octahedral complexes, but now today I am going to discuss the splitting process of tetrahedral complexes and square planar complexes. In these three cases, like the splitting process of octahedral complex and the splitting process of tetrahedral complex and the splitting process of square planar complex, in any case is clearly observed only these 5 degenerate orbitals, like these 5 degenerate orbitals are collide with one another. These 5 degenerate orbitals are bombarded with one another. Means in this process these degenerate orbitals are collide with one another. These transitions are known as DD transitions. These are known as DD transitions. In this complex is clearly observed DD transitions are occur. DD transitions are occur. DD transitions are possible. Means in this transitions are involved in any coordination compound to produce different colors, and then so for the involvement of DD transitions to produce different colors, different colors to produce different colors. In this splitting process is observed clearly DD transitions are there. For the involvement of DD transitions to create different types of colors, okay. The color of the coordination compound depending upon wavelength of the light radiation. Means, for example, this is a coordination compound, central atom containing degenerate orbitals. This complex react with such amount of light radiation. It's converted different paths. These orbitals are shifted to different paths, but DD transitions are involved and then followed by DD transitions. Anyhow, the total color of the coordination compound depending upon the wavelength of the light radiation. Means colored property of the coordination compound coordination compound depending upon the wavelength of the light radiation. Wavelength of the light radiation. The color property of the coordination compound depending upon the wavelength of the light radiation. Okay, so this is a explanation for crystal field theory of the coordination compounds. So anyhow, what are the main postulates of the crystal field theory? The main postulate is only one. This theory explains the colored property of the coordination compound. This theory is explained only for the colored property of the coordination compound. And next one, what are the main failures in this theory? What are the main failures in this theory? The failure of this theory is, first one, this theory do not explain the stability of the coordination compound. This theory do not explain the stability of the coordination compound. This theory do not explain the stability of the coordination compound. That is the major failure in this theory. This theory explains only the color property and a splitting process of coordination compounds. But this theory do not explains the stability